Salutations, everyone! I am your resident Zalthor, and we are back with our Britannia speedrun, really, that's my goal. And we have a new mission set by our society. And he wants us to do penance, and penance is a really good thing to do, very good decision to take, because there are a lot of opportunities to gain good traits. Same with theology, with the focuses. And I'm just going to give you a nice crash course on focuses. The trick to paradox games, and you'll hear me say this a lot, is that 90% to 95% of the information you are given are worthless. Most of the choices you are given are worthless. There are only a few good choices. For instance, unless you're actually going to exploit Gavelkind or just have fun role-playing time, seduction is pretty much useless because there are simply other beneficial ones to go. And again, with paradox games, it's not that the other choices are bad, there's just always a better choice you should always take. For instance, rulership for +3 stewardship, which is perhaps might be +1 personal defense, and you get a chance for diligent, and if you're looking to off your character, you have a chance for depressed as well. A very good, this is almost what my go-to for rulership, but you have to admit, theology, a very good one. +2 learning, +1 health, and the amount of piety you gain is insane, and the good traits you get, temperance and diligence, that event happens quite frequently. It's a 20 and 10% chance respectively, but it happens frequently, and eventually you'll get both of those traits, and those are very good traits to have. I hardly ever do this, because I could either go these two, or even war for a +3 martial just for levy. I never do this at all. And scholarship I go every now and again to build the observatory, so I'm able to gain tech points that way, and gain the Necronomicon. But typically it's this or this, and that's pretty much it. I don't go any other ones, because those two are the best. There's no reason not to go these two compared to the other ones. But we're at the beginning of the game, we don't have much piety, and how do we declare war? Piety, so I need to farm piety with theology. So that this is my nice little crash course on how focuses actually work. So in the meantime, let us continue our siege and get another event. So the poem was finished from my last video, and I can publish this poem for 55 gold, or gain some piety per month, which I'll happily do. And I became close friends with somebody, and my wife is finally pregnant. A bit too soon. Alright, so I cannot make sense of this passage of the Bible. I'm not that idiotic, but I guess I'm not too scholarly learned. So I could ask my court chaplain to explain this passage to me, or I could try to do it myself. If I did it myself, I have a 35% chance to do it successfully. If I ask somebody, I have a 65% chance. So I'm just going to ask him. And the wisdom of God is infinite and indisputable, so I succeeded. Interesting. Alright, so we're just going to continue. And he sieged down my province. Doesn't matter once I siege down his. I'm actually not going to do that. Alright, now, while penance is a very good event train to do, this one is a bit risky. Because you either kinda sorta sometimes get rid of the vice, you manage the vice, you regulate the vice, basically is what happens here. And you have a higher chance to kinda sorta not practice your vice in public. So you just fake it until you make it, basically. Or you could really go hardcore, be a hardcore hermit, and try to eliminate the vice forever. But you have a 60% chance to fail horribly, and you fail your penance, you get a bad trait usually a lot of the time as well. So I don't go this, even though it's good if you succeed. It's bad, 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 bad if you lose. So I'm just going to kinda, sorta, maybe manage my vice here. And I'm a good guy on the whole, right? We all have our bad splinters, but I'm a good guy at heart. This is a good event because I can just get temperance. Now, there's never a reason to go this because it's bad. It's just bad. -2 stewardship is awful. -5 turret opinion is meh, and attraction opinion is also meh. But mainly it's a -2 stewardship. But on the flip side, turn it all around, all of those are positive. +2 stewardship is insane. So a very, 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 very good trait to have. So hopefully I win my coin flip. I did win my coin flip. Excellent. God has shown me the light. I am progressing very nicely on this event chain. Alright, since I sieged down, now you may be wondering, Zalthor, why is it 100%? He owns some of your land. Well, it's only 100% if you siege down every single province of his, which I have done. It's always, no matter what, no matter who joins, you can be fighting a one county minor, and the whole entire world joins against you. But if you're able to siege down that one county, you win the war. It's a bit realistic in that regard, I would say. So, offer peace. He's now my tributary. So I have 2 tributaries now. Totaling for about 1,000 men. Which is what he has, coincidentally. I'm actually going to fight him instead. Now, don't have enough piety. Now, since this duchy has not been created, I am actually able to do owning land in this uncreated duchy to attack this man because I am a ducal pretender to the duchy. So what that means is I only lose piety and I don't lose any gold. And now if I did a regular border dispute, I'll lose 100 gold. In this case, I only lose 2. Very nice. So, but I still need to get that piety, so I'm farming the piety up. I gain 2.6 a month. I finally have my heir. And another crash course on focuses. This is bad, this is bad, this is bad. This is good, this is really good because of diligence chance. This is really good because curious can go into shrewd. This is bad, this is good because it's just the best martial focused one. This is only good if you want to change culture. This is worthless because if you're going to change culture religion, just do this. So, to summarize, everything is bad except for this, this, and this. The more you know about Paradox games, the more you know. But so I'm actually going to do this. He might die. Hopefully he does die because I do want more time before I get the 750 devotion. I don't actually want to divorce my wife already. But just continue. You honor me. Excellent. 200 devotion. I don't want to donate because it's 100 gold. That's for wars. And there's nothing really else to pick here. I can hold a summer fair for 25 gold. We'll just do that. Extra rarity. Actually, we'll compose a book as well, because these stack. These get passed down from character to character, and eventually this becomes a power creep, where you have insane bonuses to all your stats and fertility and men, and it's just ridiculous. So I always do this, and I always manage a realm first. So now books take about 10 years on average to make, just from my personal experience. Anybody can do it as long as you have 8 learning. So you have to be somewhat literate to actually write a book, or ask people to help you write one. Alright, so last 5 gold, more prestige. Don't like losing gold like this, but we do have a bit plenty. Alright, a new important event, so I can go into pilgrimage. I won't do this until the society asks me to do it, because I do believe I get extra devotion for doing it, and every little bit counts. So I'm actually almost there to celibacy. If push comes to shove, I'll just nominate one of my sons to be a bishop, which disqualifies him from succession. But I'll continue. We're almost there with the piety. Truces are expiring. Doesn't really matter much to us. We're almost there. No offense. I'm a bit surprised. First, we can take a look around the realm. Did Charlemagne die of rabies yet? He is not. He is attacking the Umayyads in a holy war. Interesting. Keep an eye on it. Usually, Charlemagne dies of rabies or gets clonked in the head too many times in battle. So, it turns out Carloman actually ends up inheriting West Francia, and everybody revolts against Carloman, and the HRE never forms. A Jewish man arrives. He's usually really good. Ah, yeah, stewardship. It's actually better than what I have now. But he hates me. I'm actually going to ask him to leave. This is a good event. There's a chance for a very good artifact here, so it should be mine. Hopefully I actually Crown of Thorns. Hopefully I get ambitious. I did. Alright, now I got this event for a pilgrimage. Bribe the abbot. Well, there goes my Jew gold. My Jewish currency. But now I'm still in the order, and I have the Crown of Thorns. Which is, to my knowledge, a quality 4 artifact. It is. It's a very, very, very good. Very good. I'm a little bit in debt, which actually is a problem, but it should go away fairly quickly, and the malices won't actually bother me because I actually, I am a tribe. Who should marry this man? There's actually no one to marry. Interesting. I actually have more men than him, so I'm actually just going to raid him for extra gold. I actually can't do that. Silly me. I'm actually going to have to wait until my gold gets down back up to 0. I have enough piety now to declare the war, though. Very nice. I actually get +1 extra piety for holding the Crown of Thorns. Indeed. I'm a Jewish man who's, again, stewardship focused. He went far away. He went across the world after I denied him. Interesting. But I did get ambitious from that as well. Also very good traits. Ambitious, +2 in everything. I got temperance from that one event for plus another 2 stewardship. Insane. Insane. I should wake him up. You become friends that way. Actually, I can rank up now. Good. I'm going to take that. Vow of Celibacy now. Celibacy, excuse me. Good, now I should have no problems actually managing this realm now. Yeah, I won't have any daughters, but I don't need any. That's the only downside to this. Welcome them for lavish feasts, getting all the good events. 5 prestige for fighting. Almost there. Ah, raising my quality. Excellent. Let's see, I don't have any negative modifiers yet. One of them will probably spawn. Plus 0.4 gold is a killer. And I cannot actually raid anybody near me due to the troop limits. Actually, I'll behead him for extra martial. That will actually raise my levy size by a little bit. Every edge counts. And that also probably... Oh, excellent. 5 gold, and I have a claim on that province now. So, it set me back a little bit. It set me back 10 months, roughly. But it's worth it in the end. and I'll gain 20 piety. Wake him up, and extra 15. He's embarrassed to believe it. Odd. No quick ways to gain that money, though. Sickness and death. Oh, I lost it. I lost it. Such a shame. Get that extra 1 gold. Hey, it's roughly 2.5 months worth of my money. Scaling is a double-edged sword. So it's a waiting game. I fainted. I want this to be a speedrun, but I'm not going to be up in arms about this. I'm not trying to set a world record, I'm just trying to do this as quickly as possible. I mean, I didn't need the Crown of Thorns, but it's nice to have. Sure. Delve into private matter. Oh. I'm being blackmailed because I'm undiplomatic. And I gained diplomacy. Excellent. Almost there. Almost there. I know it's very riveting gameplay, very riveting stuff, but this is how the game goes sometimes. Excellent. Zealous. Plus another 1 piety and plus 2 martial. Very nice. So more levy for me. More piety for me. Look at that. 5 piety a month. Oh, the gold is the only problem here. Bleeding from the eyes and ears. That's an odd. Very odd. Who's actually alive in my family? Am I able to marry any of them? I'll marry them for children. Just to expand the family out more. So there's 9 left. He is embarrassed. Yeah, I'll just marry all these people off. Well, they're too young. Lollies, I'll have to keep an eye on her. Actually, why don't I marry her to my son? Excellent. Might get genius yet. Should wake him. Who is he? He's under Carling. Think nothing of it. Excuse me. Alright, so -8 gold. Almost there, boys. We're almost there. There's another 2 martial? I guess it is. Oh, that's right. I don't have any money to go on a pilgrimage. I'm gonna teach a virtue to my son. Is he too young? No, it's just I have to have more devotion. Alright, so why is the moral authority? Lost Holy Wars -18. Well, that certainly is something. That doesn't happen every single day. Thank the Lord in private. All these great traits. And this is the event I was talking about. It's very minimal. You get a regent for what? 2 weeks? Not even, as you could see. And voila, I get 100 piety. And you usually get a 20% chance to get temperance, a 10% chance to get diligent, and if you have a bad trait like drunkard, you get rid of it, 100% chance. 100 piety. I'm actually swimming in piety and not in gold anymore. Ah, this is one of the negative events I was talking about. Doesn't matter because I'm very, very small. Couldn't make use of those. This is the event that I wanted. Because I can become Sunni now. For Muslim conquest. Quickly do that. Okay. So actually, I don't think I need the money anymore. Oh, I need to be not bankrupt. Alright, so that's actually what I wanted to happen. Now I have positive income. And this is for 50 piety now I can conquer all of Ireland. Now you may think it's a bit cheap, but it's a valid event in the game. And the whole point of this playthrough was to quickly conquer all of Britannia, and this will be possible now that I am Muslim. Now that I am Muhammadan. Now, if you decide to stay Catholic, it would just be ducal conquests, waiting for money and prestige, and then just slowly conquering the rest. Sometimes landing claimants, maybe, on the land itself. But since this is supposed to be speedy, this is how an experienced player using the maximum efficient route. This is the maximally efficient route. I purposely did not put anybody on my court position because I knew that event had a mean time to fire, and it did fire, and I got a Sunni Muslim, and he always asked you to convert, and I did. And now it only takes 50 piety, which I've been saving up this entire 2 videos. And now I have 900 piety to quickly just conquer everybody. Unfortunately, I think I lost my... No, there's still tributaries of me. There's still tributaries of me, so they will actually help. So yeah, now I can, with impunity, conquer all of Ireland. It's only 779. So, this isn't your traditional run. This is maximum efficiency. This is maximum efficiency. So, now, it should be quite simple to conquer all of Britannia now. Speaking of which, it is 22 minutes and 31 seconds at this point, so I will actually stop the video here, and in the next video you're going to see my great Muslim conquest of Ireland. So, I'll see you there. This is the Zalthor signing off.